awesome. So we'll move on to the first topic of the day, which is the brand new Disney Plus MCU show Loki, which came out on Wednesday. And I enjoyed the first episode. It was a little bit slow, but I like just kind of an interaction between Loki and Mobius, played by Owen Wilson. I just thought it was a good kind of chemistry between those two characters. So I'm looking forward to next week's episode already. But Samba TV, which kind of takes into account the viewership for shows on streaming services, released the numbers for Loki, and they revealed that Loki is the number one most watched Disney Plus premiere ever so far. So that's pretty awesome. Now, Samba TV isn't 100% accurate because they don't get single TV, but they get a majority of them, so they are a good indication of how well it has done. But just to put it in perspective, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier opened with 759,000 views in its opening night, which was a Friday as well, by the way. And WandaVision hit 655,000. So they're pretty good numbers, but those were on a Friday and everyone finishes work and relaxes for the weekend. But Loki dropped on a Wednesday, and the number that Loki brought in the US was 890,000. So it probably crossed a million anyway. But that's pretty cool. But so I enjoyed the first episode. But Casey, you liked the first episode probably even more than I did. But just get your quick thoughts on the first episode again, and what do you think of these numbers for Loki for a Wednesday?
Yeah, I absolutely loved the first episode. I thought that the deconstruction of Loki was pretty amazing to watch, and the dialogue between him and Mobius, which is played by Owen Wilson, was fantastic. All the scenes within that room where they were talking about everything, MCU related, and he was watching his future, and all that stuff was pretty amazing. And I'm pretty much hyped for this show. And I think it was the strongest start so far among all the three shows that we have so far. So yeah, the numbers don't really surprise me because Loki is a fan favorite, and he's a core MCU character. He's there right from the start, and Wanda and Falcon, those are newer characters, and they still need to be into the pop culture psyche, but Loki is pretty much there from the start when MCU was at its peak with Avengers and building everything up. So he was the main villain in Avengers 1. So yeah, he's pretty much there from the start, and everybody loves Loki. He's been consistently great in all the movies, and these numbers just don't surprise me.
Yeah, and you know what? Like when Disney Plus first started, it was The Mandalorian. That was the only thing that really drove people to go and subscribe because that was the big thing, Star Wars, and it was weekly. But now WandaVision, Soldier, like I think by Disney Plus's sixth show or seventh show, these numbers will get even higher. Not just because of the character, but because of more people are subscribing to the service because of the content that's there. So I think that's pretty good. Ali, are you an MCU fan? And if so, did you watch Loki and what did you think of it?
Yeah, I'm a new Marvel fan.
Yes.
I used to like DC before it, but I loved it. And Loki is my favorite character ever. Like Wanda,
Nice.
Captain Marvel, and Loki. I loved it. I love him. And I was really sad with the end game and Infinity War because he died. And I was like, no, they can't kill him. But then I heard about the show and I was so excited. We got Disney Plus here so we were a bit behind everyone, but
Yeah.
I love it. It's a great show, and I love that they are using it to introduce the multiverse, like explore it more than they did before, and I really like it. It's an awesome show.
Yeah, and we got as you said, the drop of the multiverse, and we expect to see that brought into Spider-Man 3,
Yeah.
Toby and Andrew Garfield maybe coming back, and all the other Spider-Man villains, which I'm really excited for. But also because Doctor Strange 2 was called the Multiverse of Madness, and isn't it Casey, the writer for this show, is also writing the screenplay or has written the screenplay for Doctor Strange 2?
Yes, he's the writer and the showrunner for Loki, and he has been tapped to write that movie, as well as he's also tapped by Feige to do his Star Wars project. whatever that is. So
Yeah.
Feige
Oh.
definitely has faith in him and is quite impressed.
Yeah.
In Feige we trust.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, look, say what you want about Kevin Feige in the MCU, they're successful and he gives the fans what they want, and they obviously listen to the fans. So you have to, like, I love that about them. But so, yeah, Loki is dropping week to week on a Wednesday. People were saying that this may be bad for the MCU or bad for Disney Plus that it's coming in the middle of the week, but those doubters have been proved wrong because of these numbers and just how much buzz it created, and everyone's excited for episode 2. So we're all looking forward to seeing where it goes. I absolutely can't wait for next week's episode already. I wish I could binge it, but that's the joy about the weekly, is that we can have a discussion about